morning and welcome to the Pulse of Nigerian Politics right here on Morning Pulse. My name is Sharon Enemchukwu and I'm joined in the studio as usual by my co-host and political analyst in person of Ifoma Oji and Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning. How are we doing this morning?
Good morning. Sharon Enemchukwu.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you guys did this without me yesterday. I hope you had fun.
Definitely.
Yeah,
yes, as always.
We did have fun, though we missed you.
Oh, I missed you. I missed you too. Well, we're going straight to the stories that we have for today. Thank you. President Bola Tinubu says the era of power outages in Nigerian hospitals must end. Speaking at a national dialogue in Abuja, he vowed that no citizen should lose their life because electricity failed during medical care. The presidency is signaling urgent measures to guarantee round-the-clock power in health facilities nationwide. Meanwhile, former Senator Dino Melaye has declared the People's Democratic Party dead and buried, alleging it is now controlled by agents of the ruling APC from the villa. His claim comes as opposition parties wrestle with internal crisis, raising questions about the strength of Nigeria's multi-party democracy ahead of 2027. Now we're going to go straight to the stories that we have, and we're starting with the bold statement that Bola Ahmed Tinubu our president has come to make, saying that nobody Nigerian deserves to die because of outages in the country. Now my first question is, with this bold state proclamation, and this is 2 years in office, I mean, coming to you, Mr. Dunn, what do you think are the concrete timeline he as the president has set for uninterrupted power in federal and state hospitals?
Well, this is well, I don't think I have much to say concerning it, but I just think it's playing to the gallery, because it's quite unfortunate that this administration just woke up now to discover the what Nigerian citizens has been passing through in our hospitals. You know, the issue is because we have a failed system. Every year, much budget is being budgeted into the Ministry of Health.
Exactly.
And but every now and then, you get to Moritala International Airport, you see both our president and everybody flying out to go and save their lives, because nobody believes in the capabilities, the technical know-hows we have, and because some basic amenities that should give Nigeria an edge is not there in our national hospitals. And they're all waking up now to tell us that they're going to make sure there is no power outage. You see, most of the times, I wonder how these administrations of our president, I mean, I wonder how they breathe, because it's quite unfortunate. You're talking of now is when they woke up to tell us they are going to show light. That is not part of the problems. It just shows a man that has no agenda. For the past how many years, we've not really seen this exactly one of the things that this president has fixed up. We don't need to be hearing such things. It shouldn't be a headline news.
So you shouldn't have even made the statement.
No, it shouldn't be a headline news. It looks so absurd for us to hear such thing that we don't have light in our hospitals. Generators are not working. Thereby, when you are doing surgery, sometimes they use solar light that might not be well charged, jeopardizing the lives of people. So this shouldn't be an headline. It's an insult in the integrity of Nigeria to tell us that lights we want to now is that headline. Is that one of the things we should be talking about? We're talking about making the hospitals more viable.
Standard.
Make it viable, not coming to tell us about light. Anybody can fix up the light.
But that light issue is very important.
We say it's important, but this shouldn't be a headline news. It's something we would have outgrown, because the money to fix all these things, every budget they pass in the House of Assembly, under Ministry of Health. These budgets are there massively. And somebody is coming to tell us that the hospitals are not properly. So who siphons the money?
Maybe in his renewed hope infrastructure agenda or whatever, this is not the time for hospitals. Maybe they were concentrating on roads. I don't know. But coming to you, Ifoma.
Show us where the road is.
Please, coming to you, Ifoma. Now, he has come out to make this bold proclamation saying that nobody deserves to die because of power outages. And we know hospitals particularly, they need power supply. And he has also said that they would look for other sources of power. So maybe not just electricity, hybrid power supply, solar. I don't know what are the other means he wants to adopt. But if at the long run, or as time goes by, these things are not met or are not achieved, who do we hold responsible now? Which ministry do we hold responsible? Should we refer back to the president, or should he just come out plainly and tell us, okay, these are the people in charge. If this does not happen by this time, hold them responsible?
Well, if he comes out to tell us the particular person we should hold accountable, for example, we know about the Federal Ministry of Power. If he says that we should hold him accountable, if this target, he doesn't meet up with this target ahead, then probably we'll hold him accountable. But if he doesn't say that, we'll still revert back to him. But I wanted to make this comment on this topic. I mean, this kind of promises, we've heard it before, times without number. But the problem here is that we are still on that particular page. The script has not flipped. We are still stagnant in that particular page, and it's quite, disheartening that every single time these people always comes up to tell us about reform. You've made promises of subsidies, you've made promises of a lot of reformation for Nigeria, and yet it's always flashy headlines. And I'm like, it's not like this. The issues happening or occurring in the health sector is something new. It's not new. It has been a problem right from time. It's not like you don't know about these things. So me, I love the fact that he boldly stated that it is not, it will no longer be tolerated, that it mean that he wants to permanently bring it to a halt or anything. I love the fact that he said, but the thing there is that what are the implementation policies? Is he going to keep up with it? What are the follow-through plans? Do you understand? He mentioned something about inviting private sectors to equally collaborate with them to make sure that this thing comes into realization. But at the same time, it's still that same implementation issue that we're having. If he implements it, fine and good, because I mean, hospitals have complained bitterly of how they use generator to power a lot of facilities in the
and let's
hospital.
not forget the 5% surcharge now on fuel.
And rolling out solar or solarization to the different facilities in the hospital is quite financially daunting, and they cannot continue like that. If they continue like that, I mean, the hospital will definitely collapse.
Okay, this is such a bold move, and it is welcomed. At the end of the day, we still need this electricity, not just for the hospitals, but if they are going to pay attention to the hospitals for now, I think it's a great move. But my question is, how can he be able to keep tabs on all of these hospitals, the teaching hospitals all around the states? What are the measures? This is my concern now. What are the measures that he's going to put in place to make sure that these things are done, or that power supply gets to every nook and cranny? Do we think it's something that he can handle?
Okay, you see, to me, this is a part of the minor issues for the president. And it is laughable when a president comes out talking about promises power supply to hospitals. What is the job of the Minister of Power? What is the job of Minister of all the ministry they do have there? Now, to make things easier for the president, if indeed we have a president that have an agenda, every agenda has a deadline. That should be the mantra. Yeah. Every agenda has a deadline for people to deliver. Now, what this administration and Mr. President needs to do is to have a monitoring team.
Okay.
Call the Minister of Power, get the Minister of Health with the monitoring team. Let there be a chart.
Yeah.
What in the health sector, where are our challenges? In the education sector, where is our challenges? Now, okay, our national hospitals are not having adequate light. What are the issues? Now, it is not for the president. The president should give them this chart with a deadline to return back to him for him to understand what's actually going on there.
Yes.
It shouldn't be a headline. We shouldn't be talking this. Well, I mean, it's even me that is saying it there. It looks so childish. People are coming to say we're going to be supplying light to hospitals. I beg your pardon. This is a list of the problems we have.
From the presidency, he's saying that people lose their lives because of power outages.
Where people are losing their lives every day, even without power outages. Even where there is this people, the insecurity here alone is taking people's life. So what we're trying to say in essence is that if he says this, it's a bravo to him. But what I'm saying is that this is list of the issues because it's something that could be tackled. You just need to put up a memo to the Ministry of Power, Ministry of Health, and have anybody that wants to survive in the kind of society we run in Nigeria. Have a monitoring team you will hold responsible. And
there should be punishments that will be meted out if you do not.
And give everybody an agenda with a deadline. That is why I like the governor of Anambra State, because he said, my agenda has a deadline. And that is when you see people who have come to serve, your agenda, or even as a governor coming to serve, you should know that it has a deadline. So you begin to fix things. You have, if the 7-point agenda, I remember when late Yaradua of blessed memory said he has 9-point agenda, and he listed it to Nigerians, and he started tackling it before death came. So there must be a clear vision. The whole citizen of the country must be seeing the vision you have.
All right.
The chapter.
Okay.
You understand?
I get your point.
So we could move on. Promising this is a welcome development, but it's childish.
It's childish. It's not the top.
That's not. It shouldn't be. It's something they can tackle inside and we'll move on.
Okay, I'm going to come to you, Former, because there is something that we had a discussion about yesterday, and it was about the 5% surcharge on fuel. And now I'm saying, because Mr. Daniel is asking why now, is it that he didn't know? You're also asking the same thing. So I'm just asking, do you think there's a possibility or there's a relationship between the fact that there's this 5% surcharge now on fuel, and maybe he's trying to see a way whereby hospitals now cannot rely so much on diesel and fuel and more on stable power supply?
Are you sure he's even aware of that headline?
The 5% surcharge.
Yes. Because I heard the news today that the 5% has been withdrawn. I don't know how to.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Are you sure he's even aware?